It is cold. Also, I think I picked one of the busiest days to start vlogging because I have got like 5 meetings today. Already went to 1 this morning, so 4 more to go. But this video is going to be a mixture of a lot of different things. Definitely a reading vlog for sure, since it's the start of the new year. Also a couple of other things. But before we get going, I'm going to put in this Ratatouille CD because the soundtrack for this movie is amazing. In addition to it being like one of the best Disney movies ever. I'm gonna do that and get on with these meetings, so I'll see you in a bit.
Oh my gosh, look how cute. I did not realize that it had that on there.
Quick trip to the store before going home, but look at how beautiful the sky is. Oh my gosh. Meetings are done, sun is setting, so let's go home, make some dinner, and talk about books. Alright, so last year around this time, 2024, started this reading journal just to kind of keep up with the books that I was reading over the course of a year. I did have a goal. I did not quite meet the goal of number of books, but there were several good books that I did read last year. I'm super glad I got motivated to do because of this. So if you want to kind of see how that was set up, you can check out that video. But yeah, I wanted to just at least go through a few of my favorite books that I read this year. No particular order whatsoever. Just wanted to highlight in case there's any interest in reading them. One of the most notable ones was actually Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, A Gift of Friendship, just because it was really cool to see how they influenced each other, how they encouraged each other in their writing, and just the friendship between them and the relationship they had and how it even influenced their works. So it helps you really get to know these two authors very well, and I love them both and they're so inspiring to me as well. So if you're interested in that type of thing, I would definitely recommend this book. Another one that I read this past year that really kind of refreshed my reading slump that I had been in during a certain period of time was actually by George MacDonald, who wrote Fantasties as well as The Princess and the Goblin. Now, what's significant about George MacDonald, besides the fact that he is a wonderful writer, is that he actually helped inspire C.S. Lewis in his writing. So see how it's really cool how all of these authors kind of intersect and connect in some way. But this is just a really simple, well, not really simple, but just a really good fairy tale, kind of easy read story that's really fun to just kind of pick up and read really quickly. But it was very fun to do so just because it kind of refreshed my imagination and reset it so that way I can get back into reading. So this one was really good. And then of course the Hunger Games series. I ate these up when we were coming back from vacation around May going into the summer, just because there's some really high stakes, and of course, if you've seen the movies, you kind of already know a little bit about the characters. So because I had watched the movies before reading the books, to me that helped me get into them a lot quicker. So they were definitely a roller coaster, but super fun to read. So I would recommend. And then after those, I did read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I have not seen this movie. I still really gotta go watch that somehow. But I really enjoyed this book just because you get kind of behind the scenes on President Snow and everything that he went through. Even though the ending was a little bit frustrating for me, it was a good read. And then finally, Vow of Thieves. This one took a little bit for me to kind of continue reading and being motivated to read, just because it did feel a little bit pressured for you to be on the character's side. There wasn't a whole lot of connection that you got when these characters were first introduced, so it was a little bit hard to start caring about them. But I am interested to see what Vow of Thieves will be like. We will start reading that soon and see if there is more of a connection that I feel to these characters, because otherwise it was just kind of hard to read. But yeah, so now thinking about this year's TBR and 2025 and everything all of the books and reading goals to be set. I think it's going to be a super good, exciting year. Yeah, I'll probably need to update the reading journal and then get that list going. Also going to do a little bit of concept art for my own book using this. Oh, hold on, I'll show you. It's kind of hard right now. Using this using this Art of Elemental book that my sister got me for Christmas. I love this movie. I forgot how much I love this movie. We have some of the Art of books like For Tangled, Big Hero 6, all that stuff, which are super cool because it shows you a lot of the concept art or storyboards. So when you are creating your own art or story, you can kind of gain inspiration from this. So I am so excited to have this and get started on that, just because I have the first draft of my book done and now just need a lot of illustrations to fill that up. So hopefully this will help a little bit. But yeah, that's another goal for this year, is to get a lot of illustrations done, or at least concept art in. So before tomorrow, what is tomorrow? I have a couple of meetings tomorrow, but before then I'm going to prepare breakfast and do a little bit of reading. I'm not exactly sure how much I will get to run train this week, just because it's super cold and I work several days and with class and all that, but we'll try to prioritize something and make something happen at least. It's pretty vague, but I'll get a plan. So yeah, I'm gonna make breakfast, start getting wound down for the evening, read a little bit, and get ready for tomorrow. Actually, before I get to studying for the night and then going to sleep, I do have to show you something that I absolutely love. And that is a huge study motivator, just because it's so cute. Are you ready? You can already see it. Gloriousness glowing. It is a tiny duck nightlight thing. Oh, but he's squishy, so all you gotta do is go like, boop, and then there he is 1 degree of light, and then he gets brighter. And like, oh, he is just so cute. So he helps with study motivation and happiness. So yeah, I think I'm gonna make a good cup of tea and study a little bit. Well, it is a rainy day and I'm sick, so what to do then? No work. Can still work on my class though, but I think it'll be a good opportunity to catch up on some reading and also bake cookies, because that's what you do when you're sick. But yeah, cookies, books, and rainy weather. Besides being sick, it doesn't get much better than that. This is just a peanut butter cookie recipe with chocolate chips to add a little bit of extra goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the oven. Good morning, good morning. I'm in the mood for some pancakes. After making pancakes, I was apparently in a breakfast food mood because I found a recipe in Joanna Gaines' cookbook for overnight French toast, which sounded amazing, and I decided to add some cinnamon to this recipe to make it taste a little bit more like king cake because of the holiday coming up, and it turned out really, really good. Brought a book for while I'm out today just to read in between errands and stuff, but this one is about the life of Amy Carmichael, written by Elizabeth Elliot. who was a missionary with Jim Elliot, and Amy Carmichael was also a missionary, so it's just kind of about her life. And it's really cool. The chapters are pretty short, so you can read them really quickly, and they're super interesting too, just because her life was amazing. I'll do a little reading of this and then continue to run errands today. Anyway, I'm at the running track now, so I'm going to try to continue with run training and get at least a couple of miles in. I think last time I got up to like 12 minutes, so I'll try to do 15 minimum today, but I think my goal for the second week is to get up to like 17 to 20, so we'll see. But sometimes it is crowded in here, and I don't really like to run when there's a lot of people, just because I feel like I get in the way, but I'll just go in and see what it looks like. You know, I totally forgot that it is Sushi Wednesday at Publix. Well, $5 Sushi Wednesday anyway, so I'm gonna go grab some of that and probably some salmon and cook some really good lunch. There it is. Oh. So working on a writing prompt from Peyton, actually. We like to do those back and forth with each other. We have one from December, which I had typed up, and then the most recent one was for January. And so for us to share it easier with each other, I am going to put it on the website. So there's the writing section, and it only has our prompt from April, but I'm going to add, let's see, I'm going to create a new post and add the one for December and also January, so it will be on here and we can share it with each other. All right, sweet. So those two new writing prompts are now live, so we can read those between each other and have a lot of fun with that today. Alright, so the progress on the reading journal for most recently is The Princess and the Goblin spread with a watercolor painting beside it, and then the one for Mere Christianity with some notes and art. So the next thing to do would just be to make this year's, since this is all 2024 stuff. Another book for probably not this month, but next month, I'm going to try to read Divergent. I got this for free actually, and I've never seen the movie, but it's probably, or from what I've read so far, very similar to Hunger Games, and I really enjoyed those, so I think I will like this one. Super interesting from the get-go. Since I already have things for January, I'm not going to dive too deep into this one yet, so it will probably be a February thing, but I am looking forward to it. Yeah, that is all for this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you wish, and I will see you in the next one.